Okay, greetings everyone. This video is going to be for you if you are in the women empowerment niche, you are in the self-love niche, the self-care niche, the womb care niche, the health care niche for women, anything, the relationship coach for women. You're trying to help women stop dealing with certain type of boys and certain type of toxic relationships, all of that stuff. Today is going to be the day you're going to take it seriously or you need to get off the horse. Welcome, my name is Dr. Kamisha and I've been hosting women empowerment events for the past 5 years. Okay, I've gotten sponsorships for my events. I've traveled and spoke all over the country and even outside of the country over the last 5 years. So just to give you a little bit of background about me, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to you getting noticed for your women empowerment events and getting noticed to the point where you can get sponsorships to host your events. So I want you to continue to watch this if you've been self-sabotaging, if you've been starting and stopping, if you've been halfway doing it, if you've been doing an event here and there, but yet you claim that you want to help heal women and you want to help empower women. How are you going to do that if you are not empowering yourself? Let me pause because I got the camera turned around and I want to make sure y'all can actually see me. Okay. I did test this before I came on. So we're talking about how do you go from this is you, okay? This is you right now. We're going to give you a straight face because this is you working at a job that you hate. You sitting at a table. That's a table. I know that table sucks, but that's a table. You sitting at a table. You working somewhere that you do not want to be every day. This is not to shame anybody who's working a 9 to 5. I'm talking to women who want to turn their women empowerment courses, events, there's workshops, seminars, the stuff that they're doing here and there and they playing around with it, but they still working a full-time job. Okay? But they want to go into full-time women empowerment. They want to service other women. But you are still working at a job sitting at your desk every day and you dislike it. I'm not saying you're miserable, but you're not where you want to be. Okay, so you have this face. You want to know, how do you get here? I hope y'all can see that. And you have a smiley face. And what are you doing? On a Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you are at the beach. You are at the beach. How do you get from here to there? That's the question. By serving other people. By serving other people. And right now, the way that you're doing it, you don't have any structure. I'm talking to you if this is you. If this is not you, then you can go ahead on and click off the video. Right? But right now, you're just winging it. You don't have any structure. You don't have any strategy. You don't do any SEO market research to know your customer, to know your target audience language. You don't know the real problem that you're trying to solve. You're calling it something general, like, let me help you change your life. Let me help you become the best version of yourself. And I understand that language. If you go on my website, I probably say something like that too. However, I have a unique way of the way that I actually teach and speak self-realization. But we ain't here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about how you are self-sabotaging, getting from here to there. How do you get from here to there? Well, you have to help her. There's another factor here. This is another woman here. And she is sad. She is sad. She is stuck in an abusive relationship. She has low self-esteem, low self-worth. She has single mom. She has baby father issues. She has all types of challenges, right? You have to serve her. And it's not that your reward doesn't even come from necessarily her. Your reward to get there comes from you being in your I am. Does that make sense? Your reward to go from here to there comes from being in your I am, which means it comes from you being self-realized. I hope y'all like my little stick figures. I'm going to erase this because we get ready to talk about self-realization. We get ready to talk about what is really blocking you. What is really blocking you? Why do you keep self-sabotaging? Why do you keep self-destructing? Because that's what sabotage means. It means to destruct, to destroy something. Why do you keep self-destructing and you keep procrastinating on what you need to do? I could tell you to do something, and I'm talking about as a mentor, right? If you came into my mentorship program, matter of fact, let's not even use that. Let's use something that I give away completely free. I give away a 90-day strategy for getting invited to speak. A 90-day strategy for getting invited to speak for free. You can go to my bio right now and click the link and download it right now. And I'm going to give you what you should be doing every week in order for you to get invited to speak. How many people are actually going to do it? That's the question. This is why I learned that it doesn't matter if you give away stuff for free. Because probably only 2% of people are actually going to do it. That's why it doesn't matter if you have some type of coaching program or mentorship or a course or a class. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to actually start really like having questions and really being knee deep in what you're offering until they start doing it. You could make videos till you turn blue in the face. If I gave you this 90-day strategy, what would stop you from actually doing it? Write it in the comments. What do you think would stop you from doing it? I'm going to give you what the first step is right now. The first step is for you to do market research on your audience. A lot of people skip that part, including myself, right? If you're not going to take the time to do market research on your audience and you come up, the next step I give you in this strategy is you coming up with 30 different scenarios or 30 different problems that you are helping your client or your student or your mentee or whatever, 30 different problems that you help them solve in your event that you're having, in your mentorship program, your workshop, whatever you're doing. I'm telling you to come up with 30 different problems by using SEO research. Search engine optimization, if y'all don't know what that is. Because every last platform is operating using search engine optimization. They're just not calling it that. They're calling hashtags. And now they're using AI. They're simply picking up on the words that you're using and putting those words in front of your client or your target audience. But you have to know what problem are they having in order for you to even speak the language. That's the first step in this 90-day strategy. How many people are actually going to do it? That's when you start to self-sabotage. That's what I mean is, if somebody could give it to you and you'll sit up there and you make up all kind of excuses why you don't want to take the time to do that. Okay? If I tell you that you need to be going live at least once a week because you're creating an event series, and an event series is what brings people, how you start creating an audience, right? So if I tell you to go live every week, you're going to come up with all types of excuses why you can't do it. Oh, my hair not done. Oh, I got to get my makeup done. And this is stuff that people have told me. Well, I need to get my makeup and stuff done before I go live. Listen, I got makeup on right now, but y'all know when I go live, I'm not always doing all this. I just had time this morning. Right? So, you need to know what's stopping you from taking tiny steps. If somebody gives you a 90-day strategy, you know how many people download it that 90-day strategy, and then when I went back, or I don't even know if they downloaded, they'll raise their hand and say, yeah, me, I want to get invited to speak in the next 90 days. Okay, here's a plan for you to actually make that happen. And then I circle the block and come back, I don't know, 2 weeks later. Hey, how did you make out with that strategy? Right now, you should actually be on step blah, 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 blah. How are you making out with it? Oh, I never got a chance to look at it. You ain't ready. How are you empowering other women? How are you empowering other women and you haven't even powered up yourself enough to do the thing that you need to do in order to help them? You can't. Drop the word speak in the comments if you want that 90-day strategy, by the way. If you want the 90-day strategy, you can either drop the word speak in the comments or you can go to my bio right now and download it. It's free. It comes with a whole video, a whole hour-long video training and everything. Okay, let's get you from here. Let's draw the little stick figure again. Let's get you from here with the straight face to here, you on the beach. I know, that's the eyes. Okay, let's just give her some eyebrows. Okay, you on the beach, you got your little bikini on, you chilling. You got, I don't know, a little drink in your hand. I know I can't draw. The point is that we want to get you from here to there. How? Well, you need to go through the steps of self-realization. You do. Let me tell you something about the steps of self-realization. My students, they have access to the whole Self-Realization of a Goddess course and the Painful to Profitable Mentorship course. Mentorship, whatever you want to call it. Okay? They always go back to the Self-Realization of a Goddess course because it's the foundation of your confidence. It's the foundation of your confidence. When they fall off the bandwagon, they making a post right. They making posts right now in the group asking me, Rev, how do I get back to the Self-Realization of a Goddess course again? People take that course over and over because you forget who you are, and it helps you remember who you are. So here are the steps to it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 13th step is you knowing your natal chart and you understanding your name. But before we even get to that, we got to start up here. So you're going through 13 steps of self-realization. Why do you need that? Because you keep sabotaging yourself. See, you keep sabotaging yourself because you don't know yourself, because you lack confidence in yourself, because you really don't believe that you're actually an expert in what you're doing. Don't feed me no BS and tell me that ain't it. I know that that's it. If you really truly knew yourself and knew the power that you can help other women heal, ain't no way in the world you would keep putting stuff off. If it's going to put you here on the beach by you helping serve the lady in the middle, let's put the lady in the middle right here. The lady in the middle that's sad and angry. What is stopping you from actually helping her and getting here? Well, the first step in the self-realization course is to open the mind. And I ain't about to go through all of these steps. Today I'm just talking about why you self-sabotage. But I'm telling you that the first step is that you haven't stretched your mind far enough. You have not stretched your mind far enough. If you stretched your mind far enough, then you would be all the way down here, which is where self-realization comes in at. And I don't know if y'all can see that on the board. What is really self-realization? Self-realization is when you can see yourself. Some of y'all are scared to get on the camera. You're scared to get on the camera because you don't want to see yourself. That's a real manifestation of you being scared to see yourself. When I say you need to make reels, you need to go live. Some of y'all, I go on y'all pages, y'all say that, oh, you want to get invited to speak, or you want to expand your speaking events, or you want to expand your mentorships or your workshops, or you're doing seminars here and there, you're doing vision board parties, you're doing all of that stuff, you're doing it here and there. Why is it not a full-time thing yet? Oh, because maybe you don't have an annual strategy for actually how to make money all year long off of a digital course, off of events that you're doing all year long, off of virtual workshops, off of doing mentorships, off of doing one-on-one coaching, off of doing group coaching, off of doing a Patreon group. Why not? Because you don't have an actual strategy, right? That's what mentorship is for. And I'm not about to sit up here and say, oh, I ain't come on here to sell y'all mentorship, but I'm telling y'all that that is what's missing. But the first thing that's missing is you have not went through the steps of self-realization. You cannot empower another woman until you know yourself. Come on, somebody. You cannot empower another woman until you know yourself. There's a lot of fake women empowerment. There's a lot of fake women empowerment stuff out here. Because women empowerment goes beyond you doing some type of self-care ritual. If you didn't go through these steps and realize that you are the creator of your reality, then you still not empowered. I don't care how many facials you went and got, how many times you got your nails done and your toes done, how many times you set your behind on a yoni steam, how many times you meditated, how many times you wrote in your journal. I don't care. If you didn't come to the point where you realize that you create your entire reality, meaning that you see everything you see is you, self-realization is everything you see is you, then you have not empowered yourself. So tell me, how are you going to go empower another woman? How are you going to go empower another woman and you are still stuck at your desk? If that's where you want to be, that's fine. But if you are still stuck in a situation that you don't even want to be in, how the F are you going to empower another woman? I need somebody to tell me that in the comments. Opening the mind. That's the first step in the self-realization. That's the first step in the whole self-realization of a goddess course, is opening the mind. How do we apply this to business? Well, you have to be able to see yourself in front of an audience. How are you going to see yourself in front of an audience and you don't even want to go live? You don't even want to make a reel. You don't even know your audience. You don't even know the problem that you're helping them solve, besides saying, let me help you become the best version of yourself. No, what is the specific problem that they having right now? Go deeper. Go deeper. You need to go so deep into their psyche that when you make posts, they're saying, damn, why are you in my head? That's how deep you need to go into their psyche. Most of this, you are using yourself and your own experiences that you went through. That is how you break it down. I had somebody in my inbox the other day, and I'm giving her some free advice on how to break down a course. And we and her got to talking, and this is the same stuff I teach in my mentorship program. You need to think about the actual steps that you went through that got you from here to here. Right? Right now I'm teaching both self-realization of a goddess and painful to profitable, because I went from here, sitting at a desk at the U.S. Postal Service, was working there for 22 years, to now on the beach on a Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, hanging out with my girlfriend, eating lunch by the freaking ocean. On the ocean. How did I go from there to there? Self-realization. I saw myself and I realized that I create my whole reality. Some of y'all are saying that you create your whole reality, and then when something negative happens, you're saying that you didn't do that. You're saying that it's not you. Then you ain't here. Then you're not self-realized. Then you did not go through all of these steps. You didn't go through all of the steps. What does it mean to open a mind? It means to stretch it. Just like the womb has to be stretched in order for a baby to be born, your mind needs to be stretched. If you are hosting some type of vision board parties, manifestation parties, self-care, whatever you're doing, right? Do you actually visualize yourself in front of a whole audience? And you're going beyond just hosting these parties. Do you actually see yourself on a stage with a microphone in your hand, talking to an entire audience? Can your mind fathom that? And when I say can your mind fathom that, I'm not just talking about I'm talking about you doing it full time, not just you fantasizing about it. Because what do you do after you finish fantasizing about it? If you don't get up and actually go take an action to make it happen, then what are you doing?